Yes, everyone, welcome back. It's the Red Divide. I'm Mark, and as always, my cousin Ray over there with that funny looking top. Looks more like toilet paper. Mr. Liverpool. What's going on?
I'm doing grand, mate, as they say in Ireland, enjoying a white and black milkshake,
Very nice.
celebrating success in the so-called toilet paper that you call it. At least my team's winning. Can't say the same for you. How are you doing?
I'm doing okay. Yeah, another disappointing result. Flattering to deceive. Yeah, another 0-0.
I see you wearing black again. You're in grieving once again.
Oh, well, it wasn't 0-0, 1-1, but felt like 0-0.
Oh,
Um,
yeah.
yeah. What can I say, man? It's been rough. At least I'm gonna wear a team that actually wins, you know. So my other team,
Do
they've
they even win? That's the question. You support teams that don't win.
had a rough start, but yeah, they had a good win last night, so I'm okay with that. I'm happy. We beat a divisional rival, so all good.
So
Yeah,
talk me through this. FC Twente, fourth in the Dutch league. They held United at home to a 1-1 draw. What went wrong?
look, FC Twente had probably the game of their lives against United at Old Trafford. But we only have ourselves to blame. Once again, not good enough in front of goal, creating opportunities, but not putting it away. Um, and even in the second half, it looked like FC Twente wanted it more. They were fighting for every ball, every second ball. They had the passion, they had the heart. Um, and we were sort of just, cruising along, slowly changing through the gears, doing our thing instead of going for the kill, bury it, put the game away, and we look forward to the next game. That was not us. We thought, oh, we're too good for this team. I think United, they do that. There's a lot of complacency in that team where I don't know if they just think they're too good. They think we stars. We can beat anyone on our day. Well, then go show it every single day. Go show it, because there's days where you turn up and you beat City in a cup final, and there's days where you show up and you can't do a thing. Yeah, I don't know. It's so frustrating, so inconsistent. That's the story of our season last season, and it seems to be the story of our season so far.
I think it's just time to come to terms that your team's cuck. It's you just need to realize that your team's cuck, and maybe think of going over to the blue side of Manchester. Maybe you'll win something,
No,
a
gee,
league, or
never.
a Champions League or something. As long as you're going to be United, you ain't going to be a winner. You get these hit and misses where you win a competition out of nowhere, where your season is absolutely diabolical. And I don't know how you guys get through this. You
Quite
guys
simple.
have,
We play our way through this. That's how we do it.
oh
Um,
man, you sound like your coach. It's follow
uh,
the process. Follow the process.
listen to this guy. So
I've I've been
United,
listening. I've been listening to a lot of Man United comments, and everyone's saying that Ten Hag doesn't know when to make the changes when the game's not going his way. I heard a lot of criticism saying that he should have taken Bruno, the captain, off. What do you think of that? You think that's a fair comment, or you think that's just frustrated Man United fans looking for a scapegoat on a day?
no, look, Bruno is playing that very high press and that very high creativity ball. He's putting that ball in. That's a make or break. It's either going to go straight to the attacker, or it's going to go to the defender,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a very high risk move. And unfortunately, it doesn't always come off. And recently, a lot more haven't come off than what have come off. So he's gone for it, putting that ball, and he's given the ball away. And it just looks bad when it's repetitive and it happens over and over again, and it's the same player, right? So it's like Bruno again, Bruno again, Bruno again, giving the ball away. And a lot of fans are seeing that, and they're like, you know what? This high risk ball that he plays is maybe not what we need right now. We need someone who's going to keep the ball, give a pass that's, guarantee it, make sure, put it at the attacker's feet, or give him a through ball. And let's rather take our chances that way instead of the deft touch outside of the boot, like he took that shot the other day. Like all these little, it's like, dude, play the simple pass, play, play the easy ball. Let's take it easy. Let's keep possession, and we'll work our way into the goal. But he's not doing that, and that's frustrating a lot of United fans. And they're calling for him to be subbed off. Because him, he can play 90 minutes every game for 60 games.
Yeah.
He's extremely fit, never really been injured.
Never gets injured, yeah.
One of his greatest traits. But yeah, maybe right now we need something a little more solid. He's our captain, so that comes with a lot of scrutiny, right? But yeah, I would stick with Bruno. But to me, yes, no one should be out there with the thought of, are you untouchable? You know what I mean? You have to come off. You have to come off. Simple as that. It's for the betterment of the team. Not everybody should be invincible. And it's, hey, you're not having the best game. Come off. Let's stick on someone else.
But not only that, like obviously Ten Hag as a manager could see that you guys were struggling to score, and FC Twente did absolutely everything to prevent you to score. Thinking of the Spurs game, you know what I mean? He should have probably taken him off 20 minutes, bring some fresh legs on, change things tactically, and try and go for the win, with a different type of philosophy instead of that same type of creative ball over the top. Maybe that's why the fans are frustrated that Ten Hag isn't making the right substitutions at the right time during games. Mm-hmm. He's not changing the game.
Talking about the Palace game.
Yeah.
Again, he's the captain, right? So you're not really always going to take off the captain. You're going to take someone else off because you feel that your captain will help get you over the line. But yeah, big moves, big sacrifices need to be made sometimes to get the result and to keep things going. We have a lot to work on. It's not just Bruno. Højlund is just come back from being injured, so he needs some time to get back in.
Some time. Yeah, exactly.
He's not finishing the chances that maybe he should. That's unfortunate. Rashford's been trying. He's been trying harder than he has over the last year and a half, which is great. Garnacho being a bit unlucky as well, not putting them away. Ahmad, he's on and off, depending on who we start, Rashford and Garnacho, or him and one of the other two. So, it's tough. We're not all in sync. We don't have that chemistry going, and it shows. So, yeah, we have some work to do. And unfortunately, running out of time before we're too far gone and the league's ran away without us even being in contention for top 4. So, yeah, we got to wake up sooner or later, or we're going to be Liverpool of the last 15 years.
After mentioning all those names, I was thinking to myself, not one of those players will get onto the bench for Liverpool, let alone the first team. My goodness.
Rashford would get in, Ahmad would get in, Bruno would get in. Yeah, without a doubt. Garnacho would get in, without a doubt.
Really? Garnacho takes whose position?
Salah's. Easy.
Salah's position. I drink, you get drunk. That says it all.
I bet you Steve, a good Liverpool fan of the channel, would agree with me. Garnacho probably gets in front of Salah.
No, never. Not a chance. And Højlund, who does he start before? Jota or Darwin?
I didn't say Højlund, but he would get in ahead of Nunes. So, yeah, all good.
And Ahmad, where does he get in?
Ahmad will get in probably in place of Szoboszlai. It's all good.
It's a totally different positions.
No,
totally.
That's how good Ahmad is versus Szoboszlai. And then Mainu will fit in the middle in front of McAllister or whoever you want in the middle. You'll be the best midfielder you have.
Mainu's good. I'll give you credit. Mainu's good. But the rest of those names, they don't even sit on the subs bench for Liverpool. Not let alone the starting lineup.
No, look, I'm not going to go into, at the moment, struggling, so they look bad. So, yeah, right now, the eye test, they'll struggle, right now because they're not on form. But when they're flying, it's a different conversation.
Oh, I can't wait to see that. It's going to be a long time before it happens. But, yeah, next up for you guys, probably another draw at Spurs. Make it a hat-trick of draws.
You would love that.
What do you reckon?
You would love that.
Well, I wouldn't love that. I'd prefer Spurs to beat you, but I know. Trying for you guys to be consistent, to be more consistent throughout the league. Another draw, that's a lot of consistency for you.
Look,
3 in a row.
We have a serious game waiting to happen. There's a serious game waiting to happen at Old Trafford, and let's hope this is the game, go and slap Spurs around again, like Sir Alex would say. lads, it's only Tottenham. So, yeah, let's go. Get out there, smash them, and we move forward. Give a little three goals, keep a clean sheet, and we move on,
So you're shooting for the stars here. You got high hopes, eh?
For the stars.
So is that your prediction? You're going for a 3-0 here?
No, because I so that game's coming sooner or later. I just don't know if this is the game, but I think United will win this game. I think it'll be a tight game. It'll be like 3-2 United.
United are struggling to score goals the past couple of games. You scored all the goals against Barnsley in the FA. Was it which was it? The EPL?
In the Carabao.
Yeah, so Barnsley in the Carabao Cup.
Then didn't score against Palace. How, I'll never know, because we know we had so many opportunities there. We then scored one against Twente. Should have scored a few more, but again, second half, took our foot off the gas. And only have ourselves to blame. So we know we can score. We just got to keep going and go for the win. And I think Spurs are that kind of team that'll happily play end to end, right?
They will. They're going to go for it.
Very open game. And it could be a cracker, really, to just see goals or at least attempts going back and forth. And it all depends who's going to be more clinical, right? Solanke or Xerxes and Højlund. And Son and Solanke or Xerxes and Højlund.
Yeah, or even Richarlison, throw him in the mix as well.
I think he's injured. I don't think he's fit.
So you're going with what, a 2-1 win?
3-2.
3-2. Oh. Anything's possible. It's football. My prediction is a 2-2 draw. It's keeping things consistent, so giving you guys...
You just said we can't score to save our lives, and now you're saying we're going to score 2 goals.
The reason why I'm saying you're going to score 2 goals is because Spurs aren't going to sit back. They're going to come at you. And you guys have shown that you can score goals on the counter-attack. Whether or not your team or your players, shall I say, finish the chances is another thing.
100%.
You've struggled with that. So.
You're saying you're going to score 2. Let's make up your mind, man.
Yeah, I reckon you'll score 2 only because Spurs are going to push forward. They're not going to sit back. Hopefully it's an entertaining game, you know what I mean?
Who's gonna be leading 2-1 and who's going to equalise? Which team?
Depends who scores first. I think if United score first, then it will become a 1-1 Spurs, and then maybe a 2-1 United, then a 2-2 Spurs.
Interesting.
Son with the equaliser.
I think it could be a United take the lead, Spurs equalise, Spurs take the lead, United equalise, and then United going to get the winner.
Oh, man.
So we did to Liverpool in the FA Cup last year, right?
Oh, yes, you did. I know. That's probably the highlight of your season last year.
No, winning the FA Cup was the highlight. We celebrate trophies here, not just the victory.
Oh, it seems like
you're around saying we beat a team 7-0. Yay, it's a highlight of our season. We didn't win nothing, but we beat somebody. Yay.
Yeah, that season we didn't win any silverware, but we did absolutely smash our rivals for 7.
You know what's an interesting point? You just reminded me. You talking about Ten Hag being shite and whatnot. Ten Hag has won more in the last 2 seasons. He's only been there 2 seasons. More in the last 2 seasons than Liverpool have won in the last 2 seasons. He's won 2 trophies. Liverpool have won 1.
Last year. We won the Carabao. The year before we didn't win anything. That's right. That was a terrible season.
But anyway, carry on.
That's all good. But Jokes did finish 22 points behind us. So, yeah, he's doing a great job.
That's cool.
Keep it up.
What did you win? What did you win? 22 points more? You got the trophy that says 22 points more?
We had a lot more progression than what you did, especially after rebuilding.
Progression is trophies, my friend. If your cabinet doesn't show it, it doesn't mean a thing, my friend. It's all about silverware. Your
team does nothing the whole season and get a lucky win on the day.
Lucky win. We beat
That's Liverpool, not progression.
And we beat City to lift that cup. My friend.
You beat Liverpool and you deserved that one.
Well deserved.
You deserved that.
How much the City win? We deserved that one.
I don't know so much. You didn't deserve Coventry, I can tell you that much. Coventry got robbed. You shouldn't have been in the final in the first place.
It is what it is, you never know. That was obviously they didn't time their run good enough and they were offside.
Lady luck on that day.
They could have won on penalties, but they didn't.
Yep.
So
that's football for you. That's how it goes.
That's experience and skill end of the day. You got to put it away.
Anyway, Anyway,
Listen,
I'm
let's
feeling
talk
nauseous
about,
talking about your team.
talk
Let's
about
talk
this
about,
nonsense that you're wearing now. What's
yeah,
talk to us? Talk to us.
man.
You had an easy win against the Hammers. I see the Hammers didn't come to fight, didn't come to play.
Well, I tell you what, we played a really weakened squad. The only starters of that in the starting lineup was Jota, which he's been starting in the past couple of games. And Gupko's been rotating with Diaz. So if you can call those two first teamers. But the rest of the boys got a rest. It was a tough game, though. I don't think the scoreline is a true reflection of the game because we had the chances early doors, and then they had a chance. We were unlucky to concede an own goal. And then great response from the boys, some quick play, getting the equaliser. Jota being very brave, jumping up in front of the goalkeeper like that to put his head in. And then obviously scoring again straight afterwards to go 2-1 up. But then there was a spell of like 20 minutes where I was, on the edge of my seat, where West Ham could have scored 2 or 3 times.
You
And
were,
I was,
you were,
I,
you're on the
I
edge of
was
your seat because West Ham are an exciting team, at least to watch. You're not used to seeing an exciting team watching
worried.
all the time, right?
Oh man, that's why I chose to support this team because they're a lot more exciting than any other team in the Premier League.
Yeah.
But back to the game. So yeah, I was a little bit worried for about 20 minutes. And I was even thinking to myself, oh, when Antonio came on, he was causing us a whole bunch of problems. And Kwanzaa couldn't deal with him. I was thinking, bring Konate on, he'll be able to handle him. But yeah, then some nice play. Great save from the keeper, from McAllister. And Salah, what a machine. He gave such a good through ball to Bradley. Bradley put it in the middle. Nice shot from McAllister. Keeper had a good save. Salah was so intelligent, continued with his run, hit it first time, 3-1. And at that stage, they got the red card after that. And, it was downhill from there. 2 good finishes from Gupko. The 4th one was a very good finish. The 5th one, same type of finish, a little bit fortunate with the deflection. But yeah, happy. 5 goals against Hammers at home again, same scoreline as last year. And away to Brighton in the 4th round. I see you boys are at home against Leicester.
Which I'm not overly excited about because Premier League team is always going to be a challenge. Doesn't matter where they are or how they're playing. That they could be chasing that as the only form of silverware this season. So they'll go in hard. Whereas ideally, I'd like to play a lower tier team and rest some players, for the league and Europe. But it's what it is, man.
It shows your mentality. You rather play smaller teams because you're a small club. Speaks for itself.
You may stand for that, but okay, sure. If you say so.
You prefer to play smaller teams because you're a small club. Small team mentality,
I'd like
Marcus.
to rest some of my players and give them a chance, but unfortunately, we have injuries. And with that being said, we have to play a pretty strong team every time if we're playing a decent team. We're not getting a chance for those guys to come back. Mount's just come back. Looks rusty as can be. Hoyland just came back. Rusty as can be. Still Shaw's out. Malassia's out. Long injury list, but
what's positive?
Move on.
What's positive is you got some of the players coming back. Yes, they don't have the match fitness or the game sharpness, but at least you got the numbers back. That's positive.
So listen, so you say you're catching a smack at Molyneux this weekend?
Oh, I don't know so much about catching a smack, but I'll be honest, I'm worried about Wolves. We've always had a tricky day out at Wolves, that's for sure. They're bottom of the log. I think it's Everton, Saints, and Wolves. They're all bottom of the log with the same point, 1 point in 5 games. Again, playing midweek, they wouldn't have played, so they had time to rest their players, although our first team players didn't really play except for Salah. He came on. McAllister also came on towards the end. But yeah, I think it's going to be a tricky game playing at Molyneux. But I think Liverpool's got too much firepower. If Wolves actually come and try and play, I think we'll destroy them. But if they set up with a low block, like Forest did, it might be more tricky for us to try and break them down. So yeah, it depends on how they set up and how Slot decides to counter that. It'll be interesting. I'm going for a win, but yeah, I've got a feeling they're going to go with a low block and just try and park the bus.
So what's the score?
2-0 Liverpool.
Yeah, take a while to think about that one.
No, because I was thinking they probably some of the players that they've sold, they don't have that pace anymore to catch us on the counter. So even if we have a high line and we, in their half trying to break them down, I don't think they've got the pace to catch us on the counter. So I was thinking if we're going to keep a clean sheet or not. Looks like Ellison might still be injured, so Kelleher will keep his place. But yeah, 2-0 win at Molineux.
Interesting. I'm going to go. Depends. If they want to do anything, they need to watch the video of Forest and watch how Liverpool got lost in the Forest at Anfield, and take a page out of their book, and maybe also sneak out a little 1-0. But on paper and in general, Liverpool should win that game. Should win that game pretty handsomely, actually,
Indeed.
2 or 3-0, but maybe 3-1. But you should win it pretty handsomely. However, yeah, let's see. Also, they need to win. Jeez, they need to win so bad. As you said, they're in the bottom three. They
You've
can't
struggled this season.
can't let this continue, because you'll climb back up when the teams around you start pulling away. I don't think this is the game that they win, unfortunately. I think that you guys will win. And although, again, these midweek games that we've played, do tire the team out. But let's see what happens. I think you guys will win, unfortunately. Maybe 2-1.
Fair play. Yeah, I'm gonna go the 2-0. I just don't see them coming out and playing open. Try and beat us quality for, try and take us on quality for quality. I don't see it happening. So yeah, I'm anticipating a low block, them sitting deep, trying to defend as much as they can. If we take our chances tomorrow, not like we did with Forest, where we didn't take our chances, although we hit the bar and had a couple of good saves. If we take our chances, we'll win handsomely. But if we don't, could be one of those days. But yeah, nonetheless, I'm going with the win.
Yeah, you should win. Anyway, thanks again to everyone joining us. Thank you for all the new subscribers, all the new likes and comments. Keep checking out our channel for the polls that we put out, because it's always a United versus Liverpool poll, and the most recent one seems to be in favor of Liverpool. So go check that one out, and we'll release a new one soon.
Yeah, that's that. How many comments was there? 160 odd people have voted, and I think the poll was who will win more silverware, Liverpool or United, and only 3% of those polls said that it would be United.
Hey, you know what? You can't be a sheep. You can't follow the sheep, right? You got to set your own path, right? So let's see what happens.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah, thanks everyone once again for obviously subscribing to the channel. Stay tuned for more content. Please like, subscribe. Catch us in the next episode. Peace.
See you guys soon. Adios.
I'm starting to like this actually, huh?
There you go. You're becoming a man.